Hotel that is mosquito infested. Thank you. Nana, please, Baba, thank you for coming. And all regional secretaries, we thank you for coming. Thank you. In our midst, in Greater Accra, we have 8 NAT districts. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the presence of Bernard Asinyo, Accra Metro West Secretary. Where is it? Let's clap for them. Oh. Let's clap for them. We also have Samuel Bedu Asem Metro East. Asem Metro East. Metro East. Thank you. Gladys Bolomo Metro Central. The baby Central. Apia. The baby. Thank you. We also have Napoleon Bonaparte Apenyo Medina Adenta Abokobi Secretary. Ma. And I'm the chairman of Ma. God bless you. We also have Kasim Adamu Nasiru Gan. Where is he? Kasiru Adamu is there. And we have also Dangbe West Secretary Kobina Peter. Where is Kobina Peter? Peter is running some errands around. We also have Dangbe East. They are partners, Dangbe West, Dangbe East. We have Jeffrey Asempa. Jeffrey, where are you? Thank you. He's at the back. We also have Almighty Charles Ayonap. Tema Metro. Almighty Tema Metro. We want to also acknowledge the presence of the media here present. The media list. We have in our midst 3 FM being represented by Asoriba, my senior, GRG, Ghana Institute of Journalism. Asoriba, thank you for coming. We also have Emmanuel Boni, Daily Graphic, he's here with us. We also have Esther AJ, Daily Graphic, here with us. We have GTV, Nelson Akwete, my senior, you are here. Thank you for coming. Frank, where's Frank? Frank, thank you for coming. GTV. Thank you. Metro TV. You are late. Metro TV, thank you for coming, my brother. Thank you. Don't worry. Me, I'll talk at you. God bless you. We now want to take a song interlude. Before then, we also have in our midst a very important personality, a person of Honorable Albert Kofi Dantri. Thank you for coming. God bless you. We'll continue with the solidarity message, but before we want to take a song ministration from Dangbe West Nat Choral. Thank you.
So these ones.
Get up and express yourself. You can dance. Don't worry. Get up and dance. Stretch yourself. Some of us, we don't know how to dance. So we are afraid we will misstep. Yes. I can see our ex-official members. The Necklace Queen also wanted to dance, but was alerted that you are a queen. Ohima Ensa Obedrim.
with a thankful heart. I don't expect you to sit as long as the Lord has been so good to us. Please rise to your feet and keep it up, baby. Hey, 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 hey. And you too. Please, let's rise to our feet. Shake off the heat and the sweat and the euphoria. Praise God with your moves. Baby, I love that. I love that. You know how to do it. You jigging, you moving. I like it. Sing along. Sing along with them. Whoa. I want to tell you that our former national mama, Mrs. Irene Duncan Adunusa, she's giving it all to the Lord. Ampo, give it up. Mommy, we want to see the moves, man. Moves now. Onanyin. Ajay. Mommy. Are you watching, mommy? Whoa. There we go. Keep shaking. Wow. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. About your steps. Yes. Oh, yeah, one more. There we go. Beautiful. I can see all the top notch getting down off the stage. Rev, thank you so much, Rev Chairman. Yeah, very beautiful. Dr. Director, we want to see you do some digging. Thank you. There we go. One more Kwanwa, one more Kwanwa.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
That's right. This is where you can express that joy. Being a member of the only voice of teachers, shaping the nation, moving policymakers, drawing the attention, for the good of our country. There we go. Beautiful.
Yes. Oh. We are proud to have the former General Secretary, in person of Madam Irene Duncan Adunusa, leading the church.
Yeah.
Followed by the National President and the National Treasurer and our Regional Chair. Oh yeah.
That's correct. We your boy. We your boy. We your boy. Thank you. Well done. Hey, Willie.
Mr. Yao Nelson Peho is also dancing for the first time.
Mr. Peho, he doesn't know how to dance. So me, I know already.
My own honorable Baba, Volta region, please come and dance and go and teach them greater. Hey, Ayonab is also dancing. Ayonab is also dancing. Nasiru Adamu Kasi, come and dance. Napoleon Bonaparte, come and dance.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah.
I can see the Natlas coordinator shaking off. I can see SHS rep Edith also dancing. I can see Kuglenu doesn't know how to dance.
But I haven't seen SHA.
dancing. Why doesn't dance?
Why is the only SHA I haven't seen her dance?
Where is Princess Nate? Princess Nate, come and dance for me.
Thank you. You may take your seat. You may take your seat.
Get out. Thank you. You get up and come and dance. Kublenu, get out and dance. Rejoice. Aguda, come and dance. Philip Sakpate, you don't know how to dance. Come and learn it. Yeah, I can see our Deputy Regional Director of Education shaking his body.
He's doing well. You're doing so well.
But if it comes to dancing, my brother, the former Vice Chair, Mr. Sebastian Adama, will be the best.
Wonderful. Mr. Adama, well done.
So, Bessie School Rep, Ebenezer Dowona.
Mr. Dowona.
He doesn't know how to dance.
One and only.
As for him, he can take pictures. Thank you. Oh, let's clap for Nat Choral. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. When we go to heaven, you still sing for us. It means you will also go to heaven. Ladies and gentlemen, may I welcome our Greater Accra Beauty Queen.
Give it up to her. In the passing of
Kanta Hilda.
Give it up to her. Oh, I like it.
Oh, that's our beauty queen. That's our beauty queen.
No. Stand there. In fact, the gimmick for the day is give it up to her.
Don't worry, we will also have the men and we will show you the muscles. It's beautiful. Are you not happy? Please clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Please clap for yourself. Thank you. We want to continue on the fraternity messages. We will soon be gone. Thank you. Doc.
Thank you so much, my brother Hinkra. And we have Mr. David Kwabenayabwa, NAT headquarters. He was a principal supply officer, a national organizer, NAT Retired Staff Association. Please, let's recognize our big brother. Thank you so much. We're grateful. Grateful. And Mr. Donchi happens to be the national manager, sales. Excuse me? Premier Health Insurance. Please, let's acknowledge him. Thank you so much once again. Sir, thank you for coming. Brothers and sisters, you realize that we have taken a lot of time acknowledging the presence of dignitaries present here. This is a reason to let you know that your voice matters. All that I want you to know is when God had an intent or intention to create, he had to depend on something. And the Bible says that he said, let there be light, and light came. Behind those intentions or the vociferous voice or what the intent really had. You are here as a delegate because you matter. Why? Because your voice matters. So not. We need to teach. Not. Choboy. I am not feeling the vibrancy.
I think this choboy is weak.
Yeah.
Choboy.
You are doing it. In fact, I took only tea. He took abuno, and that's the difference. Thank you, my brother. We are privileged and glad to have our brothers and sisters from other labor organizations here to lend support to us. Because of want of time, we would be mentioning your names, and you come in turn to come to do what you have to do. So first of all, we would have Nagrat, Pritag, Taiwu, Nat Cancer Foundation, and then to be finalized with code.
So we're going to give them 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So a rep from Nagrat, if you are here, please come to give us your fraternal greetings. Are you here? Are they coming? Is Nagrat here? I can see them forming up their queue, being ushered. Are they Nagrat?
No, this is not Nagrat.
Oh, this is not Nagrat.
This is Nat Cancer Foundation.
Oh, okay. So they should come, right?
They should come.
Take over.
As the Greater Accra Regional Rep on the Nat Cancer Board, may I introduce our administrator, Nana Kremo Abadio, the administrator. And then my colleague chair, former chair of Wenchi, also a board member of the Nat Cancer Foundation. We want to take the solidarity of fraternity message from you. 2 minutes.
While they are speaking, the rest of the unions have to please get ready and come in turns.
Madam Chairperson,
Mr. President, distinguished guests, my cherished teachers. Touch one. I'm grateful for this opportunity. When I came here, I had the opportunity of going through your council document. And point 13.1, under your resolution, I saw a pleasant news there. At least you've made my day. All that I'll say to you is, it's a good intention. But good intentions are never enough until they come into fruition. Let us follow through and ensure that we increase the contribution so that we can serve you better. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nat Cancer Foundation. We are grateful. We want to call on Mr. Isaac Tedeku, Nat Provident Fund, to also give us some fraternal messages. Please, let's applaud my brother as he mounts the lintel. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning to all of us. I want to stand on the existing protocols to extend our warm felicitations to you as you have gathered here today to hold your regional conference. We want to wish you all the best on your deliberations and all the decisions that you will take, that it will inure to the benefit of the organization. I'm happy to say that the board chair, in the person of Mr. Ransford Loli, who happens to be the national treasurer, is also here. I want to acknowledge him for the good work he has been doing. But to just mention some brief statistics about the fund and to encourage those of us here who are not yet enrolled to actually make the decision today to enroll on the NAT Provident Fund scheme. You all agree with me that NAT as a union is the largest labor union in Ghana, with membership exceeding 260,000. But currently, under the NAT Provident Fund scheme, we have barely about 16,000 contributors. I want to encourage all of you, even though it is a voluntary scheme for now, the benefits are quite enormous. In actual fact, one of the significant advantages of joining the NAT Provident Fund scheme is the tax benefit or the tax incentive the contributions you make gives you. For instance, our research shows that for every 100 Ghana cedis that you elect to contribute, you will get a tax exemption in excess of 20 cedis. So more or less, the tax subsidy on the contribution is about 20% of whatever you contribute. So I want to encourage all of you to enroll on the scheme today. We will be at the regional secretariat where your elections will be happening. We'll set up a table there. Please feel free to approach us. We want to, at this point, extend our warm regards to you and wish you all the best in your deliberations. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sir Ike. We are grateful. We want to move on to call Premier Health Insurance, and this will be delivered by Mr. Albert Kofi Dontri, the National Sales Manager. Please, let's applaud him. Let's applaud him. You are here to make the program grand. Please, let's applaud our speakers. Thank you.
Thank you, MC. Good morning, teachers. All protocols observed. On behalf of Premier Health Insurance Company
executive management, staff, I extend warm greetings and solidarity to all as you gather today for this delegate conference and elections. As a private health insurance company, we are committed to supporting the health and well-being of our nation's educators. We believe that access to quality health care and financial relief is essential for maintaining the physical and mental vitality needed to excel in your noble profession. With this, we say, have a bills on us and walk home healthy. Our company remains dedicated to providing innovative, affordable, and comprehensive health insurance solutions tailored to unique needs of educators like yourself. We look forward to continuing our partnership with NAT to promote health well-being and success of our nation's educated. Premier Health Insurance, your bridge to premium health care. We congratulate the outgoing executives and their dedicated service and welcome the incoming leaders. We are confident that this election will be conducted in the spirit of camaraderie and democratic values. May your conference be productive, enriching, and peaceful. May the elections be free, fair, and transparent. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you so much, Premier Health. We called Nagrat, Pritak, and Tewu. If you are here, please respectfully come and give us your solidarity messages. If you are not, then we'd have to proceed. I want to recognize the presence of a good old friend that you know so much and so well as well. Reverend Mrs. Hannah Ojengma Botri, former National Treasurer. She's here. Please, let's appreciate our sister and acknowledge her presence. Thank you so much. Nagrat, any rep, Tewu as well. Therefore, I have the singular honor again to invite the host director, Mr. Azaria Ayariga, to please come speak on behalf of COAT. Please give it up to him. Yes, Mr. President. Thank you, sir.
Nat. So good morning to you all. You realize that on your program, we have not been catered for. Code is not indicated. But as fathers, we have decided to forgive you and to say a word or two. Yes, that is obvious. When you check the program, code is not part of what we are supposed to be doing now. But as I said, more especially as the host, I was here for the local, then the district, and today I'm here. Before the message, I have a confession to make. I have been a NAT member for 30 years. Hello. But I have been very lackadaisical. This is the first time that I have put this on in my life. And so, Oye and your people, let's put our hands together for them. Greater Accra is doing something great, and we want to encourage you to do more. It is our prayer that when it comes to NAT activities, the way you are enthusiastic, you are very active, the same will reflect in our classrooms. At the end of it all, what is important is to be able to make a change in the lives of these young ones. I think that as NAT members and very active members at that, let us remember to let our teachers do what is required of them. I'm happy that we have all the big women and men here. As a member, I have been thinking that NAT could do many, many things. and I'm just going to think about 3 or 4 and then put them across. The first one, can we have model schools for nuts? So at least every region, we have a model school. VRA, they have schools. SNIT, they have schools, and other groups and departments. So can we have a nut model school? The second one, I know we have the cancer trust clinic. Is it possible that we could have a full-fledged hospital for teachers? Is it possible? I know it is difficult, especially when you go on retirement. The cost of caring for yourself as a retiree can be cumbersome. So let's think of a nut hospital. The last one, some years back, there was a support for teachers to get their own means of transport. It looks like it has died naturally. And now that we have companies that are assembly cars in Ghana, is it possible for nut leadership to link with these companies for teachers to also have their own means of transport? Having given you these few suggestions, on behalf of Greater Accra, wish you the very best. Thank you very much. May God bless us all.
Wonderful. Yes. Wonderful. That is what we call penning the penny. I am sure the thing in the LSU you really wanted to happen. So coming, perhaps 2-3 years, you want to see this thing, implemented. Please, once again, let's applaud Colt for that insightful suggestions. Brothers and sisters, we want to tell you that from the view that I'm standing, there is so much movement going on behind, and it is not good. Again, there has been so much unwanted whispering and murmuring. Please, let's maintain some decorum and allow sanity to prevail among us. Find a place to sit as a delegate and support the program as it runs. Thank you so much. We want to hear from the General Secretary Rep of NAT. Shall we please put hands together and welcome our General Secretary Rep, Mr. Amenya. Oh, Mr. Amenya, please, let's put hands together for Madam and Sir. Thank you. Please, sir.
Thank you, Mr. MC. Delegates of Greater Accra, warm greetings from the General Secretary of NAT, Mr. Thomas Tanko Musa. Mr. Chairman, our National President, our past General Secretary of NAT and her deputies, all retired staff of NAT, our district secretaries, National Council, permit me to represent our General Secretary at this special occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here to fulfill a constitutional mandate to have our quadrennial delegates conference. I must say that the National Secretariat of NAT is not situated in Accra for nothing. You have exhibited that you are the pace setters. Shall we clap hands for ourselves? This is the first regional delegates conference, and what we are witnessing today, the melodies from our choir. In fact, you have made us proud. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, from here, we shall be going to the Secretariat for our elections. From the General Secretary of NAT, who would have wished to be here in person, he wished that the way we have comported ourselves in this room, we are going to carry it to the election center. I must say that we on the high table, we are overwhelmed. The organizers of this program, the choice of the venue, I give you thumbs up. And we wish you the best. Let us be united as before. And we hope that after conference, we will remain a very big family. Thank you very much.
Oh, let's give her a better applause than you're doing. Madam, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we like the acknowledgement. Indeed, we cannot say this without mentioning the melodious and harmonious voices of Dangbe West Nat Chorale. Please, we appreciate you so much. We appreciate you. No, I like what you're doing. Let's see him. Give it up. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Thank you. Now it's the time for you to be attentive. The purpose and the reason for you coming as a delegate is about to unfold, and I do not have what it takes to introduce the guest speaker. I want to call my colleague, Ni Lai Okai, the PRO of Krowo Municipal Assembly or Municipal Directorate, to come to introduce the guest to us. Thank you so much, Ni.
Thank you very much, Apostle. Thank you very much, Apostle. And I'm back once again. Nat! And so once again, I am grateful for this honor done me to introduce our guest speaker for our conference. And so conference, our guest speaker is a distinguished scholar. He's an associate professor of research methodology, senior research fellow, and management development consultant with over 15 years of experience in research, education policy, and organizational development. He currently serves as Director of Research of the NAT Institute for Research and Industrial Relations Studies, where he provides strategic leadership for institutional research, oversees postgraduate supervision and quality assurance, and drives policy-relevant educational research across Ghana. He is the founder and executive director of Lilitan Research and Consultancy, a firm committed to evidence-based policymaking and capacity development. Conference, our guest speaker is in management and business studies. He holds a doctorate in management and business studies from Heriot-Watt University, Scotland, and is currently a postgraduate researcher in research philosophy. He is affiliated with the Center for Social and Economic Data Analytics in the UK, and serves on the editorial boards of international academic journals based in the United States and Singapore. He is a member of the Ghana Saskar Association. Our guest speaker comes to conference with a unique blend of academic excellence, policy insights, and practical consultancy experience. He is widely recognized for his ethical leadership, commitment to inclusive development, and passion for empowering the next generation of African scholars through research-led education transformation. Well, he tells me that he doesn't want an elaborate introduction, so I end it here. But one of his mantra is that in an environment where people go through extreme measures just to get noticed, he believes that if you're authentic and your true self, all you have to do is arrive and your presence will speak for you. And so our guest speaker conference is Dr. Linus Turner. Please put your hands together for him. Put your hands together for him. Show him love. Show him love.
Teachers, we live to teach. And I want to also add that you do not only live to teach, but you also teach to live. Please, I hope you heard what I said. Teachers, we live to teach, but you also teach to live. So not we live to teach, but we also teach to live. Madam Chairperson, distinguished educators, union leaders, I'm humbled and I'm very honored that you have picked me, as young as I am, to speak here. It's an indication that you believe that the young can also do it. And we salute you. Let us not disappoint our leaders when we have the opportunity as young people to lead. I will briefly go through my slide, but I want us to just look briefly on the screen. You can see a very whitish map of Africa. And I want to believe that white is an indication of cleanliness. Yes. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay.
We want our dignitaries to participate or be part of the presentation. So please, they'll come down here. Absolutely. Whilst our leaders are descending down, please kindly come down so that you can have access to the slide. We also want to respectfully implore our sharers not to provoke or bring, excuse me? Yes, please come. Yes. Yes, there are chairs here. Thank you. Thank you. Madam Irene, please, ma'am, take your seat. It's okay. No, I think it is all right. Absolutely. We again want to respectfully implore our chaperons or kitchen staffs to please be decorous with your service. And when you're collecting yours, please don't make noise. Just allow it to flow freely. Thank you. The noise in the room too is not too good. I want to respectfully ask you to maintain some silence and quiet. Thanks.
Please, whilst we wait for the slides, I want us to reflect on the theme, Educating an Africa Fit for the 21st Century, the role of policymakers and the unions in Ghana. I think your theme is so timely. But I want to ask just one important question. What does it take to educate an Africa fit for the 21st century? And we are here to actually respond to three critical questions. One, as teachers, do we have any role? Two, as union leaders, do we have any role? And then thirdly, as policy makers, do we have any role? I wanted to share, good. So I was talking about, if you check the cover page of my presentation, you can see the map of Africa in a whitish color. And for me, this is the kind of Africa we should all aim for as far as the 21st century is concerned. An Africa that is clean. An Africa that is bold. But we must be able and ready to make that Africa clean. And for me, I want to salute every teacher here. I want to salute every teacher here. Because according to Nelson Mandela, the greatest tool you can use to change the world is education. The greatest tool you can use to change the world is education. And we must be proud to be part of the world changers. And Madam Chairperson, with the greatest humility, allow me to refer to your conference as the World Changers Conference. Whilst they were introducing the dignitaries, I'm not sure I heard of any rep of the government here. But I wish the media will carry our message to the government that if we are the greatest tool for development, then policymakers must take a second look at our dignity and the profession. So, please, can we go to the next slide here? The next slide. Yeah. Good. So I have just a simple presentation outline. One is just my introduction, and I call it a salute to builders of nation. And then we look at what does fit for the 21st century mean. And then we look at the 21st century learner. Then we look at the role of the teacher. Although in your team, we are talking about the role of unions and the role of policymakers. But teacher unions cannot exist in the absence of the teacher. Then the role of policymakers, who must move from being regulators to visionarians. Policymakers must move from being just regulators to visionarians. Then the role of unions, who must move from advocates to architects. And then the synergy between the union policy and then the call to action, the strategic framework, and then my conclusions. Please, can we go to the next slide? We as teachers are not just transmitters of knowledge. We as teachers are shapers of values. The values that the 21st century Africa needs. We as teachers are the builders of minds, critical thinking and creativity. And we as teachers are the architect of national identity. Please, this is what we stand for. So as a teacher, your role goes far, far beyond just transmitting knowledge. You must shape values, you must create mindsets, and you are the architect of national identity. But let's not pretend. Our education deep cracks, and you can see the foundation cracking. Deep cracks of what? Disillusionment in terms of low morale of teachers, underinvestment, and then outdated relevance. As we go into the slides, we would appreciate this. But Madam Chair, our educational system is not only cracked internally. We are also facing what? Strong winds of the 21st century. So we are going through internal cracks and external cracks. And if we are unable to get the roots grounded, then our educational system will collapse. And we are here together to reason together and get our educational system being grounded together. Unless teachers, unions, and policymakers act together, we risk collapse. But united, we will not just survive the coming storms. And when I talk about the coming storms, I'm talking about the wind of the 21st century. We will redefine the sky. Please, my next slide. Please, can you go to the next slide for me? Yeah, sorry. Please, the next slide. Oh. Please, can I get the next slide?
I want you to respectfully bear with us. You realize that there is an image of the fan impeding the illumination. So please bear with us and follow the presentation. Thank you.
What does it take? Or what does it mean? What does Fit for the 21st Century mean? Fit for the 21st Century is not just about tools and gadgets. If we talk about Fit for the 21st Century, it's about preparing learners to solve problems we have not yet seen. It's about using technologies that we have not yet imagined. And it's about preparing learners for jobs that are not yet existing. Please take note of it. It's about preparing what? Learners to solve problems that have not yet existed. It's about preparing learners to use technologies that we have not yet seen. And it's about preparing learners for jobs that do not yet exist. What it then means is that our work as educators, for us to be able to prepare that child to fit the 21st century, we must be able to achieve this. But how can we prepare learners for tomorrow if we are teaching with tools and mindsets and policies from yesterday? If we are talking about preparing learners for this, can we get that done when our policies, our tools, and our mindset are still some 30 years back? When we talk about the 21st century, that child is looking for a teacher that can develop his or her critical thinking, not just conformity. That child is looking for a teacher who can develop his or her emotional intelligence. And Madam Chair, this is one of the things we have to look at. Teachers teaching with emotional intelligence. I think we should be able to develop their core skills in that. That child is also looking for a teacher that can help develop that skill of the head, the heart, and the hand. I think during the introduction, the colleague talked about TVETs. Please, academic brilliancy is not just about books. We have students who are very creative. And how are we developing and identifying these skills to develop them? We are also talking about global citizenship, not narrow nationalism. I think the slide is still not working. Yes, please, the next slide. The 21st century learner. If we talk about the 21st century, then the 21st century learner is at the center. Because whatever we do as educators, the child is at the center. Like I said, the 21st century learner is very curious and very creative. Are we giving them that opportunity to develop their creativity? Or we are just giving them the opportunity just to conform to the normal, the status quo? They want to exploit. They want systems that will allow them to exploit. They want policies that will allow lifelong learning. The 21st century child is digitally affluent and uses tech technically. But we as teachers, if that child who is digitally fluent comes to your class, that child assumes that the skill that he or she is looking for, you possess them. But we'll be looking at that. Okay, yeah. Please, the next slide. The teacher, the 21st century teacher, what is your role? We talk about education as the key to development. But who holds that key? If you are talking about developing an Africa fit for the 21st century, who holds that key to that development? And it is the teacher. Education is not built by policies and structures alone. It is built by people. And the teacher stands at the center. Where have we placed that teacher? We must therefore confront the life realities of our educators, the very individuals upon whose shoulders the entire system rests. We must reposition teachers as innovators, not just instructors. And the question is, if you look at the skill that the 21st century child is demanding from that teacher, have we been able to place and empower the teacher with the skills? the 21st century teacher is supposed not just to deliver the curriculum. You are supposed to translate the curriculum into hope. Not just teaching the content. But are you delivering policy or you are transforming lives? That is why Nelson Mandela said the greatest tool to change and develop the world is education. And it is assumed that every good educator, when you have the curriculum, you go beyond the curriculum. Your objective is not just about teaching content, but it's about using the curriculum to transform the lives of your learners. And once we go through this presentation, please ask yourself, are you just delivering the curriculum, or you are using the curriculum to transform the lives of that child to meet the 21st century expectations? Modeling lifelong learning. Are you growing as a teacher? Are you updating your pedagogy and methods? Are you learning with your learners? Please, the 21st century child today is very smart. If we expect them to learn, are we learning with them? Before they come to class, they have already read what you'll be teaching them. Lifelong learning. Oh, good. But like I said, we are expecting all this from the teacher. But what conditions have we put the teacher in? Poor infrastructure and teacher accommodation. Now, GS data 2022 shows that more than 40% of schools operate in poor conditions. I'm not sure these pictures are very clear from far. But look at a teacher trying to teach ICT on the blackboard, dark board. Look at where the kids are. Then I asked, how do we expect students to become digital citizens when we are still using analog and working under analog conditions? So at the end of the day, if that child does not meet the 21st century, is it the teacher that is to be blamed? Is it the policymaker who is supposed to make the conditions better? Or is everybody? And I believe that we all have a collective goal. We also have only 53% of teachers receive training in ICT. And out of those who receive training in ICT, only 21% of them use the training. We have handed over laptops to teachers, but we forgot to hold their hands. We have given them the laptops, but we forgot to hold their hands. We have not taught them how to use the laptops. And you would agree with me that for most of us here, we have given our laptops to our kids. We said the 21st century teacher must also develop lifelong learning models, which then means that we should be able to prepare continuous professional development opportunities for teachers. But according to NTC, only 30% of teachers in 2023 access CPD opportunities. So the question is, are the opportunities available? And if the opportunities are available, are we taking advantage of those opportunities? Ghana Health Service has also come out with a data showing that 1 in every 5 teachers report symptoms of chronic exhaustion. 1 in every 5 teachers. Health issues. But if we work in dusted classrooms, if we still use the blackboard and the chalk, what do we expect would happen to the health conditions of our teachers? making with stakeholders. But we'll look at whether our policymakers, are they really investing in our welfare? Areas. And I ask, if you are talking about that global wave, are we excluding the rural child? Are we excluding the rural teacher? And since 2009, we've made an attempt to bring the rural teacher allowance. But our challenge has always been, what is a rural area? And I've always been saying, if you don't know what a rural area is, how do you know how many teachers are there? The recent attempt by government to introduce the 20% teacher allowance, Mr. President, I'm happy you are here. The motivation for the rural teacher goes far beyond monetary incentives. The ecosystem in the rural environment demands more than a monetary incentives. And as a country, we need a rural education policy. If all these years we do not have a rural education policy, have we assumed that the conditions in our rural environment are equal to the conditions in our urban and metropolitan areas? What are the gaps? We've talked about the roles of policymakers, but what are the gaps in our educational policy? According to Education International, in 2022, less than 40% of teacher unions in Africa reported of being meaningfully involved. And I think during the opening ceremony, colleagues talk about the fact that when these policies are developed, we are not being involved. But for me, even if our union leaders come in, you must go beyond your level and go to the classroom and get concrete evidence. Because it's one thing the policymaker asking the union leaders to come, and it's another thing the union leaders going to the ground to find the realities on the ground. So there is a disconnect between policy objectives and classroom realities. And EduWatch in 2023 reported that only 8% of teachers feel included in policy reforms. But if we are the implementers of these policies, how do you develop them and leave us out? And when you come that we should implement them, we tell you the realities on the ground cannot allow us. I talk about empirical data. What works in Washington may not work in my village. What works in UK may not work in my village. And it is high time we stop importing foreign policies into our educational system. According to CDD 2022, they actually audited 53 policies, educational policies, in 2022. And out of the 53 policies, only 11 were Ghana-based. Only 11 had the local realities. So take 53, 11 out of 53. So what happens to the other policies? According to EduWatch again, even the recent standard-based curriculum, no comprehensive national baseline data was collected before rolling out the new curriculum. It is different sitting in an air-conditioned room to develop a policy and imposing it on a dusty chalkboard somewhere else. Please, our policy makers have also played so much politics with our educational system. If we will joke with any sector, not education, if we are saying that education is the greatest tool, we have accepted the fact that there are other tools. But we are saying that among all the tools, education is the greatest tool. So why do you play politics with our educational system? Over-reliance on political, historic, and donor influence instead of research-based. Educational policies without evidence are like ships without compass, drifting with good intentions but destined to lose destination. Now, the role of the trade union. The role of the trade union. Madam Chair, in the 21st century, the role of the trade unions go beyond protests, go beyond salary negotiations. What I'm saying is that our role as trade unions goes far beyond just protesting and salary negotiations. What I'm trying to put across is that we have other roles to play, and that our role should not just be limited to just protest and salary negotiations. The challenges confronting education require visionary unionism, not just reactive activism. And Madam Chair, I have always assumed that unions should rather drive policies, not government. Because we here have the realities of our educational system. And we should be able to tell government where there are gaps. We should not wait for government to rather come with these policies and we just react to them. Thank you. No. I think our lecturer
is giving us very good information, right? Let's applaud him. Let's applaud him. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I can feel it. I can feel it. But when it's done, we'll seek permission from you to share the slides. Sure. Thank you. Please let's applaud him once again. Let me show.
As trade unions, we must work on the professional identity of our teachers, our professional status. I'm young, but I'm aware that years back, when you go to a community, the teacher is the professor of that community. They look up to the teacher for wise counsel. But today, have we lived up to that expectation? Where that village chief can call you as the teacher, that there is an issue in the community and we need your what? Your critical mindset. Trade unions must also create what I call teacher innovation hubs, where teachers can share best practices, new pedagogies, and co-develop curriculums. Madam Chair, I believe the best people to write textbooks for our students are teachers. Because we know all the pedagogies. But how have we prepared our teachers? Can we have every district of NAT having a resource center where teachers can go into that center and exploit best practices for our educational system? We must also build and champion teacher mentorship networks. And then we must also collaborate with think tanks and academics. And Madam Chair, I'm happy to salute the leadership of NAT for the establishment of the NAT Institute for Research and Industrial Relations Studies. To the best of our knowledge, you are probably one of the first unions in Africa to have a university. And let me just share just a minute of the curriculum. We are the first university in Ghana to blend strategy, planning, and administration as far as education is concerned. There is no university in Ghana that blends the three. We have other universities doing educational leadership. We have others doing educational management. But if you check the report from NASIA, NASIA is saying that school leadership is unsatisfactory. And unsatisfactory means that our head teachers need leadership skills, planning, strategy, and administration. The 21st century demands a new compass. policymakers who listen and act, unions that partner and lead, and teachers who innovate and adapt. Let me just go to the call to action. The call to action. As teachers, we must model excellence by redefining our pedagogy for collaboration and lifelong learning. As policymakers, we must prioritize long-term by investing in teacher training for the digital age, rethinking curriculum relevance, teacher welfare, and ensuring rural schools are not left out. If we are not careful, the 21st century wave will become another form of marginalization for our rural folks. Unions must lead the future by influencing policy, shaping professional development, and being champions of education, not just defenders of welfare. My concluding remarks. In conclusion, I want to echo the words of Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which can be used to change the world. But that weapon must be sharp. If education is the most important weapon that can be used to change the world, then that weapon must be sharp. And that is what we are doing here. That weapon must be inclusive and must be forward-looking. We cannot afford to teach yesterday's skills to today's children for tomorrow's world. Please, take a look at it again. We cannot afford to teach yesterday's skills to today's children for tomorrow's world. The future is watching and our children are waiting. Let's not fail them. We must reclaim the moral standards of the teacher, reform the educational system, and reimagine the future, not in silos, but together. Thank you for the honor to speak to Ghana's most powerful army, not of weapons, but of wisdom. Let us march forward, educating an Africa not just to survive the 21st century, but to lead it. Thank you so much.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I want a resounding applause. Give it up to him. Doc, congratulations, congratulations. In fact, if you look at the physical appearance, it may look deceptive, but what is good is the content. Give it up to him. Congratulations. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. With your permission, we'd like to have the slides so that we share among ourselves and use it as reference to our thesis. God bless you. Once again, let's give it up to Dr. Lionels. Thank you. Okay. All right. So I have been told that the slides is already floating on our delegates page. So please check it and have it. Let's respectfully have our dignitaries back to their seats, and then we continue with the program. May I respectfully call on Nat Corral to give us some soothing interlude. We are grateful. We are grateful. What a wow, Dr. Linus. What a wow. What a wow. Yes, I'll find out from her. Yes, Mama. Wonderful, wonderful. That's right. Not Chobai. In fact, I have been duly informed that right after this auditorium, we would go and do the needful. So a lot more people are moving about, trying to engage us. But let your decision be your decision. But listening to Dr. Linus present, you realize that it was very informative. And some of us would have loved to engage him with some of the points that he raised. But because we do not have enough time on our side, I'm going to create space for two questioners. So one from my left, and then one from either here or there. If you have any question to ask Dr. Linus out of the presentation, please put up your hand. I'll call you, and then you make your questions known. Thank you. So please, my brother, you mention your name and pose your question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Stephen, please, the other day I heard Bill Gates saying that in no time, technology will replace teachers. In no time, technology will replace teachers. I would like to know your take on it. Because as you say, that there are policies which they bring here, or we try to bring them from our side here. Those policies are helping their countries to develop. So I would like to have your take on that. Then the next one, there's this thing we hear, update. Whenever we hear update, it's about technology on our PCs. But then it's a deep word, update. You realize that when we update systems, it's based on gap in knowledge. It's not about the software you see. There is a gap in knowledge, so they try to add it up. Then it will move from the human level to, let's say, a whole country where system needs to be what? Deployed to catch up with the current trend in the world. And this current trend is about money. It's very expensive. And you see that in this country, for instance, there are so many things we are not doing. And all the time we have to follow. We have to follow what they are doing. So I would like to have your take on that too, because we need a system to develop. Currently, you will see AI is all over the place. Then you see drones, technology are being used for farming and all that. So what are we doing? Even technologies are being used in war. What are we doing? So I would like to have your take on that, because very well, I'll conclude. You see that here, currently here in Ghana, all the time when you put it to our leaders, reasons, we are many, there is no money.
Simple and
we are many,
brief.
there is
Thank
no
you
money.
so much.
But it's affecting us, and we are not able to catch up. So what I would like to know your take on some of these things. Thank you.
Well, the question time, I have my seniors here, so they can equally come in for any input. But the question of whether technology would replace teachers. But the question is, what is technology? And who prepares that technology? Is the teacher. If we are assuming that, but you see, sometimes we as teachers, we have to, with the greatest humility, we have to do more. We have to go more. You talk about AI. I gave assignment to my students and they just went in, picked the information from AI. And then I asked them, why that? Oh, sir, I thought AI was to make life easier. But you see, even when you go into AI, the information in AI is not accurate. You see, technology is meant to make us better. So it is assumed that AI can help you get the preliminaries. And then based on that preliminaries, that is why we talk about the critical mindset. So to answer your question, technology can never change and replace teachers. That is why years back, we have always assumed, and that philosophy has not changed, that education is the greatest tool to change the world. Technology is coming in, but technology is a component of education. And if we as teachers will be very innovative, very creative, that technology is what we'll ride on to make us better people. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Doc. One more question, last one. Is there any? Okay, please, can you put up your hand and let's bring the microphone to you. Yes. I want to respectfully crave an indulgence to make it first snappy, simple, brief, and straightforward.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to find out if the neglect of our Ghanaian culture and values has also contributed to the downplay of education, and for that matter, how education seems to be neglected in terms of infrastructure wise and also equipping the teachers. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Doc, please.
Yes, so I presented the data from CDD that of the 53 policies that they reviewed, only 11 were Ghanaian data driven. Now, like I mentioned, we must teach using the local linguistics and the local culture. Our environment and the dynamics and the demands may not necessarily reflect those out there. But if we develop the curriculum without going to my village, my remote's village, where probably the chief is the only educated person, and we send teachers into that community, we must understand their culture. And Madam Chair, I'm also happy to tell you that your institute is conducting a national rural education survey. And this survey is basically to understand the ecology of rural education, where the local content will become the bedrock of our education. Thank you.
Doc, I can tell you that this engagement does not require only 2 hours of presentation. We need more. And I'm sure from time to time we're going to engage you and to give us more details. Because of the advent of AI and what is beyond and behind AI. Please, let's give it up to our eloquent speaker. We want to say thank you so much for this presentation. God bless you. Please, you may take your seat. Thank you. All this while, we've been engaging ourselves in preparation towards the election of our officers for the next tenure. Truth is, this interrogation and answers will help shape our reasoning and thinking to inform our decision to select the leaders whom are apt for this task. I am proud to let you know that amongst us here is the headmistress of Nungwa Senior High, whom have been with us since the inception of today's program. She would have to share her thoughts about what is happening. Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's welcome Mrs. Regina Nakai Tete, the headmistress of NUNSEC. Thank you so much, Mami. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, delegates. Madam Chairperson, the National President of NAT, the General Secretary's Rep, the Regional NAT Chairperson and Executives, my Municipal Director of Education, and the Regional Director's Rep, that is the Deputy Regional Director, esteemed delegates, ladies and gentlemen, I want to once again, on behalf of the Board of Governors, the management of the school, staff and students, welcome you to Nungwa Senior High School. I'm sure for most of you, this is your first time of entering this campus, but I want you to know that we are the only assisted senior high school in this municipality. And you are once again welcome. We are glad that we have the privilege of hosting this opening ceremony of the Delegate Conference. To share my thoughts on this conference, I'll say that policymakers have done a lot when it comes to making sure that the African child is fit for the 21st century. Because as your theme says, it says educating an African fit for the 21st century, the role of policymakers and the unions. I believe that policymakers have done a lot so far as our standard-based curriculum is being effected, and as teachers, we have a lot more to do. I'll say that policymakers have various roles to ensure that we all fit into the 21st century. Their responsibilities include setting the vision and goals. Even though our guest speaker, felt that we as union members should rather be the ones setting the vision and the goals, I believe that it is appropriate that policymakers should set the vision and goals, develop and enforce that these policies are adhered to, allocate resources such as tablets. We know that in the SHS schools, we are supposed to have tablets for our students, and policymakers are to ensure that we have these, and even the Microsofts which are being used in schools. Our policymakers are also to ensure that there's effective implementation of the policy. They are to monitor and evaluate, and finally, addressing equity and promoting innovation. The unions, Madam Chairperson, have a significant role to play by first and foremost encouraging their members to accept the new dispensation. Since now we know that teaching and learning has been graduated to another level, when it comes to digitalization, it is one thing that we must all make sure that even if the unions are not ready to help us to know how to use our computers, know how to use all these other technologies that will help us in the classroom, we should learn it ourselves. As teachers, we cannot remain the way we were with the previous curriculum. We must study on our own to improve ourselves, to become better persons. Because as you know, our children or our students, the learners now are very good when it comes to technology. And if the teacher is not ready to learn, you may embarrass yourself before your students. So I'll entreat members of our union to make sure that as teachers, we go further to learn more when it comes to technology. AI, I know, is never going to replace teachers in the classroom. Teachers will have to make use of AI. Students will all have to make use of AI. And whatever we find on the AI, we are supposed to edit it to make sure it fits into whatever we are doing. And I believe that when we do these and many more, we are all going to be fit for the 21st century. As we know, education can never have a limit. On we go. And I'll say that the sky should not even be the limit. As teachers, let's keep learning. Fortunately, NAT has a university now. And with this university, I expect that a lot of us will enroll. They've been organizing a lot of online courses. Some of us have ever taken part in them. And I believe that as we do this, we improve on ourselves to become better people, fit to be part of this 21st century. On this note, I want to say that I wish the Greater Accra Regional NAT a wonderful and fruitful 7th Quadrennial Conference, and may the Lord Almighty bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, the head mistress of Nungwa Senior High, Mrs. Regina Nakai Tete. Thank you for your admonition. Next, let's clap for her. Let's clap for her again. Else, she will call the senior housemaster to come and lock us up. But she will not do that. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have in our midst the Deputy Director, Greater Accra Education. Please help me welcome my own friend who was a 100 meters runner but never won a medal for Greater Accra. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Kumavo Ranson. Please let's welcome. You see his stature. He can run, but he couldn't give us a medal. Greater Accra.
Thank you, MC. The only Oye of NAT, Madam Chairperson, distinguished invited guests, senior colleague directors, heads of institutions, yes, the leadership, delegates, and members of the Ghana National Association of Teachers, other worker unions here represented, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Before I move on, I want to say this. It's a quote, but I'm going to paraphrase it in response to a question one of us asked. Technology will never replace the teacher, but technology in the hands of the teacher brings a great innovation and transformation. Thank you. I want to take it again. Technology will never replace the teacher, but technology in the hands of the teacher brings a great innovation and transformation. I must say that I'm also a proud member of the Ghana National Association of Teachers. And so I'm here to solidarize with all of us. And when I entered, the MC who just handed the mic to me said he is not going to say Choboi. I'm a member, so we want to respond to the Choboi in a very special way. That's right. listen to the way I say the Choboi, and then you respond accordingly. Choboi. Choboi. It is, yes, it is with great honor and a deep sense of purpose that I stand before you this afternoon to deliver these opening remarks at this important 7th Quadrennial Delegates Conference of the Ghana National Association of Teachers. On behalf of the Greater Accra Regional Education Director, Hajia Katumi Nantoma Atta Mrs., I warmly welcome you all to this gathering of minds and voices dedicated to shaping the future of education in Ghana. Before I move on, I must say that I am fortunate to have the giants and stalwarts of the NAT. It is a great convocation of the eagles of NAT. For some time, I've only been seeing Mama Duncan Adanusa in our NAT diary on calendars, but now I have the privilege to meet her in person. The theme for this year's conference, Educating an African Fit for the 21st Century, the role of policymakers and the unions in Ghana, is both timely and profound. It speaks directly to the heart of Ghana Education Services' vision of producing a well-rounded, skilled, and globally competitive learner. And I'm happy to say that Dr. Linus Tanno has already done it. This is just a distillation, a 5-minute distillation of all what he told us. Our policy direction, as embedded in the standard-based curriculum and ongoing reforms, emphasizes creativity, critical thinking, collaboration, communication, digital literacy, and lifelong learning, all essential for preparing the African fit for the 21st century. Choboi. Choboi. We are reminded that the world has indeed become a global village, interconnected, dynamic, and fast-paced. In this new reality, the African child cannot be left behind. To fit into this global workforce and to contribute meaningfully to the world, the African learner must be equipped, and not just with academic knowledge, but with the essential 21st century competencies that make them adaptable, innovative, ethical, and digitally fluent global citizens. Choboi. Oh, you are not responding. Choboi. If you will not respond, the choir will respond. Choboi. Therefore, what roles must we as stakeholders play? Policy makers must craft forward-thinking, inclusive, and implementable policies that place the learner at the center and embrace emerging global trends. Policy implementers, including directors, heads of schools, and classroom practitioners, must translate these policies into actionable strategies in our schools and classrooms with fidelity and passion. Choboi. And our worker unions, particularly the Ghana National Association of Teachers, must serve as both advocates and collaborators, ensuring that their rights, welfare, and continuous professional development of teachers are protected and advanced, thereby empowering them to deliver quality education. Chobwe, I wish to commend NAT sincerely for their unwavering commitment to the organization of these conferences over the years. Your consistency and leadership as partners in educational development are commendable. You have shown that teachers are not just transmitters of knowledge, but co-creators of educational transformation. Let me conclude with a saying that reflects our collective mission. If we want to go fast, we go alone. But if we want to go far, we go together. Together as policymakers, unions, educators, and communities, we can educate an African child who is not only fit for Ghana, but also for Africa and the world. Chobwe.
There's a problem with the connection.
There's a problem with the connection.
Hello?